Well, everyone, I watched School Days, and as you see, I am reviewing School Days. I'm very repetitive. When I started watching School Days, I was getting very into it, and it turns out I ended up watching the entire show in one day. I mean, I'm pretty sure that a lot of people do that, but that's new for me. I usually watch a couple episodes a day of a show. Not anymore. To break down the show, first of all, how everybody says School Days is the worst anime of all time. I do not believe that. I do not believe that. In my opinion, School Days is extremely clever. Extremely clever. I'm not ripping off the anime man. Our star character. What the fuck is his name? Makoto. I totally didn't Wikipedia that. So, obviously, from the beginning of the show, Makoto is a very shy guy. Doesn't talk to girls, all that. Sekai, Makoto, and Makoto's love interest, Katsura, all have lunch on the roof one day. And basically, Makoto and Katsura finally start dating eventually. Trying to sum up the plot as quickly as I can. They start dating, and of course, Sekai starts showing that she likes Makoto, and the show is starting to turn into a love triangle. He starts cheating on Katsura, and then he starts cheating on Sekai with basically every girl in school. He becomes a fucking playboy. And, Sekai gets pretty mad. So does Katsura. She gets a little bit more mad than Sekai, I believe. Kind of, just because, spoilers. Just because, she cuts his head off, that's just a little bit angry, don't you think? Makoto is no longer the guy that you knew at the beginning of the show. When you loved him at the beginning, you were fucking happy he was dead. Which I was happy he was dead too. Because I like death in anime. I was also happy when Sekai was dead, just because blood. Anywho, Sekai eventually murders Makoto. And then Katsura murders Sekai and cuts off Makoto's head. And is eventually, at the very end, drifting away on a boat with Makoto's head. So, this is what people really did not like about it, which, despite the cleverness of the show, by turning your interest on the main character completely by the end of the show, that's actually pretty cool. And I know a lot of people say that the overall plot isn't good, and I guess they're kind of right, because I'm not into those, sort of love triangle things. But, despite that, I still thought it was an amazing show. Was it one of the best? No. But it was still a great show. I'm probably going to find myself watching it again. I'm bad at reviewing, as you can see. Yeah. The character development was obviously pretty major, especially in Makoto's case. In all their cases, really. Very, to me, amazing character development. For the overall shock of the ending, it wasn't much of a shock to me, because I already knew what was going to happen, because, I'm on the internet. Spoilers everywhere. But did I like the show? And was it one of the best? No. My reasoning is obviously because I already said the plot. I'm not a fucking chick flick guy with the fucking love triangles. Fuck that. But what would my overall rating be on this anime? Well, there's only one aspect that I didn't like about it. So, I feel like, because it's a plot, it's the plot, it's a pretty major aspect for it, but I'm also kind of throwing aside the ending that I absolutely loved and all the fuckery going on in it. Literally. I have to admit, I would give the show a 9 out of 10. I enjoyed it. And as I said, I'll be going back to it. And I look forward to reading the manga as well. I believe there's a manga for it. If I recall correctly, I might do the visual novel as well. Tell me what you think on this show down below me. I'm gonna edit that out. Tell me what you think of the show in the comments. I was really tempted to make that joke again. And tell me whether or not you think, after analyzing the cleverness of the characters and the story, if you still like it or not. Because I'd understand if you don't like the show, you know. I'm a fucking terrible reviewer. My reviewing is, did I like it or not? And then I rate it. That's basically my fucking review. So this took me a long time to come up with, so don't judge me! Oh, I got a new show to watch as well. You know, I gotta get to watching Vampire Motherfucking Night. Whole show, baby. I don't think I'm gonna get to reviewing that for a long time though, so, you know. I got other shows. I gotta review, you know, I gotta review Blood Sea and Beck and Boku no Pico. Subscribe to me, otakus, and I'll see you in the next video.